Hello, hello, hello. It is Friday, the, I don't know, the 29th. I think it's the 29th. Hold on, I don't even know what day it is. Good grief. It's the 29th. It is the 29th. It is the 29th. So, um, the 29th of May, which means that it's 2 days before the full moon. Does anyone else pay attention to that? I think it's important. Sorry, I'm trying to get comfortable here. Mm. Scooching around, right? Um, I think it's important uh, because I think a lot of things, at least in my world, like the ocean and the bays and everything, are very influenced by the moon. The moon comes in and the moon goes out and the tides come in and the tides go out. And why is it if that's all nonsense? If it's all nonsense, then why do the tides go? Why does the entire ocean go way like 12 feet higher and 12 feet lower? How do you explain that? MHMD, hello. Hello, my friend. How are you? Good to have you here. Just like you. Thank you. Thank you. I have my fan on because it's pretty hot. Well, I'm complaining. San Diego hot is not really that hot. Um, but I have all my windows closed. So because I'm doing a live. So when I do a live, I close my windows. Normally I leave all my windows open so that I get a nice ocean breeze. And I love that. And because because I'm doing a live, I close the windows. Because I don't want my neighbors to think I'm crazy in here talking to myself, right? Have a beautiful day. Thank you. Hello, Graham. Graham, how are you? Juga, hi. Beautiful. Thank you. Thank you. That's very nice. Well, happy Friday or Saturday too, whatever day it is. It's Friday. Uh, Today I promised I would wear a pink dress. So today I'm wearing a pink dress. Those of you that are here may not know that, yeah, today I had promised to wear a pink dress. So that's where I am today. Yeah. Yep. Justice. Sugar, thank you. Thank you. It's very nice of you. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. It's Friday. I should probably start talking about my Friday. My Friday. It was a work day, as most days are. And I was up early at the crack of the crack, going to work and sitting at a desk all day, looking at a computer all day. It's a joy, but it pays the bills. So we do that. We do that. And then we have other things. I had somebody yell at me when I was driving home tonight, which really kind of, I think that's why I'm a little off kilter, is because somebody yelled at me, like, as I was just getting home. They were trying to go one way and I was trying to go that way, and it's only one car can pass through. And I had the right of way, but they were not going to back up or move out of the way. So I had to actually back my car up into moving traffic. And so it was dramatic. And there was a hand gesture. Yeah, there was a hand gesture. I'm not gonna say who did it, but there was a hand gesture. I'm 16 years old from America. Well, then you should not be on this channel because this is an adult only channel. Um, so no, you can't be here if you're 16. You're too young. Too young. You need to be older than that to be in here. My gosh, I've been here for 5 minutes and there's no one here. What's wrong? It's 6 o'clock. Wow. Wow. I was thinking today was maybe going to be a weird day. And maybe it would be one of those days that would be better. Um, yeah, 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 yeah. Not sure. Not not sure you're saying stuff, but okie dokie. It's all good. It's all good. Ah, where are my moderators? Where are my people? Where are my people? I'm gonna manifest my people and all of the energy that is usually around me. Let the cuckoos, let the cuckoos cuckoo away. Let the cuckoos cuckoo away. I will just be, I can, you know what? Maybe I should just sit here alone and not have anyone here. I'm just, I'm confused. I'm confused. And it's a Friday. Generally, a Friday is a busy day. Maybe because it's the Friday after Memorial Day. That could be it. That could be it. Toothbrush. I think I just made a weird mission accomplished. I don't think it was you, Toothbrush. Um, it was people prior to Toothbrush. This is so much crap. Yep. I was trying to get the voodoo out of here. I was trying to get the I'm not even a voodoo person, but I had to like dig deep into my womanly powers of like, there's gotta be witchcraft in there somewhere. Get it out. Get these kooks out of here. Spray them away. Yep. And now there's no one in the chat. So I guess it worked. I guess it worked. You should sit with me better. Hmm. Yeah. Maybe. Yeah, yeah, that's a great idea. I give lots of likes every day, a lot strong from America. Okie dokie doggy daddy. There we go. Well, I'm gonna give it, I mean, usually by, oh my gosh. Now I'm just like, Lordy. Okay. Now I'm just, um, yeah, I'm almost at 10 minutes and there's like nothing. Wow. Okay. Okay. Yeah, it's different. This Mustafa person. Rajan. Hey, Chacha. Hi, Rajan. How are you? I'm glad to see a familiar name because the first like 10 minutes here has been slightly brutal. slightly brutal. So, Rajan, it's very good to see you. A familiar name. Thank goodness. Somebody who's not going to say crazy stuff. And I didn't time anyone out. I held my patience and I didn't like boot anyone out. You look like a queen. Thank you, love. Thank you. That's really nice. G-Bro. Good God, G-Bro. Hi, how are you? Zippy standing. Okay, uh, Mustafa, I had 10 minutes of your nonsense and I officially am done. I warned you and you just kept being gnarly. So there's that. You know, I'm 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 so patient. I'm good, you both. Thank you, Rajan. Happy weekend, dear. Happy weekend, Rajan. Toothbrush. Oh, damn, Ahmad is here. Now we have to behave. You should always behave. Why would you not behave if Ahmad wasn't here? But yeah, Chibo's like, there you go. Ah, but you should behave all the time, not just when there's a mod, because I'm actually paying attention. I haven't even gotten the ball rolling because the first 10 minutes were so brutal that I was just sitting down, holding on, and shutting up. Like the old days, sit down, hold on, shut up. Rajan, how did you do? Oh, my day was good. R.I.P. Masala, that's right. Well, I gave him 5 minutes. That should be enough to get rid of him. If he comes back and says something horrible, he'll be like, boop, boop. I'll give him a harder kick. So there's that. Today is Saturday here at MHMD. Yes, I understand that. Oh, thank you for all the little thumbs up things. I know in some places it is definitely Saturday. It's Saturday in uh, all of Europe, the UK and Germany and France and all of the Middle East and Asia. It's all Saturday. Yep, yep, yep. So I think just us United States people, it's Friday. So hello to Friday and to Saturday to all of my friends. I am glad to see you. Chief, look fabulous. Thank you. Thank you, Lee. Hi. Love from Croatia. Hello, Croatia. Joel said hi. Chibo, love my. Oh, I always love you, Chibro. Thank you for being here. And I always appreciate that you're here because I know it's a choice. It's an interesting choice for you to be here. And I appreciate that. Whether you stay or you don't stay, I understand 100%, but I do appreciate you being here and like just showing up for a bit, right? Oh, I enjoy it. Well, well, good. I'm glad you, bro. Thank you. It's a different vibe, right? It's just a different. It's it's apples and oranges, right? And there should be no comparison, in my opinion. That's all I'm saying. I am Brazil, Brazil in the house. I seem to have step come up suddenly. Ah, yes. Yeah. Well, I hope whatever is coming up suddenly is good. Gee, bro. I hope it's good. Is it like work stuff? Is it your resale stuff? Is it like work? Is it good? Is it bad? Or is it immediate, like you gotta go? Whatever. I hope it's good. Uh, greetings from Argentina. Argentina. Hello, Argentina in the house. Oh, I can't wait for Argentina. dinner date. Wow, finally people are here. I think it took Rijon work stuff and good stuff. Well, that's good. I'm glad you wrote. I think it took 10 minutes for people to show that effort. I think it took Gbro to be here for the chat to get warmed up and get going and be happy. Hello, mature darling. Well, hello there. My phone is always active. Oh, yeah. Is that because the resale stuff? I would think so. You're right. So you got to be paying attention all the time. Right, right. He wants you're too old for this, Grandma. Give or take. You know, I might for some people, but not for everyone. Do you have need to take your medication? Again, perhaps, maybe a little bit. I love you from Spain. Hello, hello, hello. I gotta quit reading the comments because the comments are just. Return me, please, please, very beautiful woman. I would love to. My heart, Sarah, how are you? Beautiful love from Gasani, Turkey. Hello, hello, sweetheart. I left you curious, Joel. Mustafa said hi. I hope you're different, Mustafas. Um, gorgeous, make you feel Joe Machado. You guys are wonderful. You guys are wonderful. I'm glad you are all here. I'm so glad. Finally, we got some love in the house. Maybe it's because I had to take that horrible rubber band out of my hair. You know, it was just so hot earlier, and maybe that was just a bad call on my part. Don't do rubber band. Don't do the rubber band. We gotta stick with the hair down. Hey, good looking. Thank you. Gorgeous. Penny, Chad White. Hi. Right, right there. And okay. All right. Hey guys. Thank you for all the thumbs up. It's good to see you. It is Friday here in San Diego, California. And it's been a great day. I'm very excited that for me, it's Friday evening and I just got home from work. Just got home a little while ago. So I was at work all day, all week. Gosh darn it. And I am now able to relax for a little while. It's like a cloud is going in front of the sun. I don't know if you see the room getting dark. The room usually stays light for another, it'll come back light again because that was a cloud going in front of the sun. The sun is going down like this, and my window over here is going down. And if a cloud goes in front of it, it gets dark. Um, what was I talking about? Oh, I was talking about how I worked all week. It was it was uh it was a nut all week. It was hard. Um, oh, big thing was because Monday was a holiday in the United States. So it was technically a short week, what they call a short work week from Tuesday through Friday. So I worked a lot on Tuesday and then I worked a lot on Thursday because I generally try to take Friday. Thank you for the little thumbs. Um, I generally try to take Friday off, although today I did not. I did work today. Um, and so hopefully I'll be able to take, I don't know. I don't know. At least I'll get the weekend off. That's all I can say right now. I can't promise. Tommy, such a pinkish you cut. Hey, Tommy, Tommy Carter, you the one I promised the pink dress, right? I keep my word. So we got the pink dress. We got the pink dress. We got the pink dress all the way. All the way. Right. Pink dress. Right. Like I did promise it. And I did promise tomorrow a green dress. So we'll see. This one doesn't have any flowers or any, it's just plain old pink. But I did promise, and I did promise to Tommy the pink. And so I'm a woman of her word. So there's that. Pink is always favorite color for girls. Rajan, thank you. Yeah, it is sometimes, not always, but sometimes dress looks great on you. Juan Alvarez, thank you. Incredible. Wow, please, thank you. So you make it. Thank you. Thank you. You guys are so nice. So nice. I like it. You're very kind. Very kind. So it's Friday. So what else? What else? What else? Did you all work today? Or was I the only one that worked? Am I the only like mule that like toes the line through the week? Or does everyone work? Does everyone work? I don't know. I hope. It was hot. It was hot. You're talking, I mean, are you talking about the dress? Are you talking about the weather? Both. I hope. Kind of both. Um, very kind of just appreciating and beautiful. Thank you, Mr. Green. Thank you. That's very nice of you. I appreciate that. Do you work? Sergio Flores, what do you do? Um, yeah, I was just talking about that. Yes, I do work. And I did work all week and I did work all day today. And um just got off work today about mm, clock clock. I don't know. I just got home about 45 minutes ago. So, you know, Greg, hi, Greg. How are you? You stay. Love your hair. Thank you, Sergio. Yep, there's that old hairdo. Maybe that's why people, the first 10 minutes that I was on, like nobody wanted to look at me because I had my hair up and I had my hair tied up, you know, up, 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 up. Like I had it all tied up. And I think that people did not like that at all, which is weird because sometimes when I put my hair, maybe it was the way I had my hair put up, but sometimes when I put my hair up, I have sort of a teacher look about me, and sometimes I think people like that. 45 minutes ago, yeah, I got home about maybe an hour ago, 45 minutes ago, something like that. And how long is your hair? Well, it is that long. I have not taken a measuring stick to it. I like your hair up even better, can't lie. Well, sometime MHMD, she works as an ocean keeper. She might even be raising a shark. Where are you from? I'm in San Diego, California. She might even have a shark there. You're probably right, MHMD. I probably have a shark in the bathtub, and I have ducks in the kitchen sink. 100%. I am a zookeeper. But that's the hair. That's all the hair is. It's I've sort of got a middle-aged woman's mohawk, little business in the front and party in the back. If you know what a mohawk is, am I single? Usually, sometimes in double or triple or quadruple. I know, old joke, right? Um, usually. Hey, mommy. Uh, Tommy, if you were my teacher, I would fail that class. You don't know. You know what? Take that back, because you might, Tommy, succeed greatly because you want to please me. Because if I were to tell you I wanted you to do something and I needed you to do it correctly, exactly the way I told you to do it, would you get an A or an F? Answer that. That's all I'm saying. If I asked you, would you? Would you? Would you? Would you do it? So you might not fail. You might succeed. San Diego, always good weather. That's good. That looks. If I took that class, I would do. And use that machine. See? And Mr. Green would get an A. A. That's A. 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 I like your voice. Well, thank you. Thank you. Ah, that's nice. Yeah. Tommy, A plus C. C, not C, but SEE. You would succeed. You would not fail the class. You would succeed in the class. So perhaps more teachers should, I don't know, maybe not. From Miami, Sergio. Hi, Miami. How are you? John Rose. Hello there, John Rose. Good to see you, my friend. Good to see you. Toothbrush is going to get a C, like C or SEE or SEA or just the letters. Why would you get a C? Toothbrush. Why a C? That's so really put me on the edge. I am going to push everyone to the edge every chance I can. I'm going to keep you on the edge as long as I can. I'm going to keep you right on the edge long as I can. Keep you there, back up, keep you there, back, keep you back. That's all I'm going to do forever. Long as I can until I just can't anymore. John Rose, Mr. Green. Wow. Yeah, I know about that. Maybe a little bit. Maybe. I don't know what you're talking. I don't know what you're talking about. But I know where my finger goes. And girls got some cuckoo-y thoughts in there, or some fun. I love how you pay attention to your chat and nodding more than. Why would I ignore you? I don't want to ignore you. Sometimes it goes by very quickly and I don't catch every single comment. That I admit to. But I try to. I want to because I want to get to know you guys. That's why I'm here, right? I feel like that's why I'm here. I'm not here just well, anyways, that's why I'm here. Making me smile, John Rose. Can you stand up? Sergio Flores, I can. I am really good at it. You're just checking in to make sure I can do that. I appreciate that. I don't demand that I do things. Can I stand up? Yes, I've already done that. I've already done that. What do you? I've got a girl butt. I've got a white girl butt. If you're looking to see if I've got a, I absolutely, John Rose. Happy Friday. Thank you, John Rose. Thank you. Do you want to go out sometime, toothbrush? I go out every day. I go out there and it's sunny and it feels good. And often I go to work and or I go to the store or I go to the mountains or I go to a lake or I go to the beach. I go out all the time. Yes, I love to go out. Absolutely. See, I'm missing a few to my imagination. Oh, oh, let's go. Thank you. Might as well. Might as well enjoy ourselves a little bit. It is Friday, so MHMD, my 51st birthday will be in a day. So that makes you a Gemini, MHMD. Your birthday is on the 30th of May. You're Gemini. I like that. That means you're a good communicator. Wally G. Another I know today. Why I promised someone told me that I would wear pink on Friday. So today I am in pink, 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 pink. I'm in pink. I'm in pink today. Pink, pink all over. No flowers. I know a lot of my dresses have flowers. This one is uh, the only one that, well, I have another pink dress that is just pink. Um, kind of like this, but it has a zipper down the front, which I love it. I think it's really nice looking. Oh my God. That is so pretty. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Well, it's Friday. And I did tell someone, Tommy, that I would wear pink today. And then I think I promised someone that I would wear green tomorrow. So tomorrow I will probably wearing something with green in it for Saturday. Possibly. We'll see. I have a lot of dresses and a lot of colors, so we'll see. If you want a special color, what I should do is I should put a link to the the dresses I like, and you can choose them. I guess I don't know. I was thinking, I was thinking of doing a video of like showing modeling or whatever, like 10 or 15 of my dresses. Just like quick, like like different ones. Um, Green is the best color, Mr. Oh, Mr. Green says, of course. Talk to you all night. Well, I don't know that I'll be here all night, but I'll be here for a while. Do I wear a different color every day? My Jiminy. I try to. I don't always. I'll have to subscribe to Cash. Wow. Well, that would be nice if you want to come back, Mr. Green. That's up to you, you know. Um, but I do like this week for sure was because in the past I hadn't always worn dresses. I'd worn t-shirts with leggings. And then about 2 weeks ago, I had been out at an event all day and I'd been wearing a dress. And then I just sat down to do my live. And people were like, wow, love the dress. You're going to wear more dresses. And so this week, I decided, well, I'll wear a dress on Monday or Sunday and Monday or whatever I did this week. And then I thought, you know what? I'll wear a dress every day this week and we'll see if people like it. I don't know. We'll see if it works. Not works, but if it's just enjoyed, right? If it's just enjoyed, I don't know if people, I know they like the V-neck, right? Um, so that's always fun. Pink and blonde, yes. Black skirt. Oh my God. Good morning, Muhammad Sekalain. Good morning, Muhammad Sekalain. How am I I'm feeling very well. Thank you. Good morning. It's Saturday morning for you. It is Friday evening at 6:39 p.m. for me. So it's still very much Friday. The sun is still up in the sky, has not set. Probably another hour and the sun will set. So, but I'm feeling well. Thank you, Mr. Green. I'm enjoying. Well, good. I'm glad you're enjoying, Mr. Green. Yeah, tomorrow's gonna be the green dress. Pretty, pretty sure. Pretty sure. And I think the one I'm gonna wear has flowers on it. Cause this one is plain. And I always feel weird about just a plain dress. Like, I don't know if that's boring or whatever. But the green one that I was thinking about wearing tomorrow has flowers on it. So there's that. There's that. Would you tell me? Um, hmm. Joel Machado. Hi, how are you? Mohammed Siglain, you beautiful. Thank you. Tommy. Thank you, Tommy. I appreciate that, Tommy. In fact, Tommy, um, there we go. If you're interested, if you don't want to do that, you don't have to do that. Thank you, Miss Green, for the apology. Yeah, we don't need that. Mark Cherry, never boring. Never. Well, maybe you've been here before, have you, Mr. Green? My bad. Ah. Well, I appreciate your retribution. Uh, the people that are in here generally are respectful. Why be a jerk if I'm being nice, you know? So be nice. I'm nice. I'm gonna always be nice. Usually I do use the buttons to be not nice to people, but you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. So, So tomorrow is going to be great. I had to sort of calm down from that. It is Friday. I feel like it's a little bit of a weird Friday, like a scotchy weird Friday. Like I'm a Nipoon. Hi, nice to see you too. Sergio, I bet you was a firecracker from when you're younger. Miss Green. Ah, uh, sure, sure. Why not? I was a firecracker then. I still can hold my own now. Is that what you mean? I was a firecracker. Yeah, 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 yeah. People don't. I mean, I don't know how old you people are. I'm wondering if you're youngsters because you say when you were young. So I'm guessing you must be youngsters. Youngsters. Um, but yeah, people don't the personalities don't change that much over time. That's a good topic, actually. Like, how different am I? Because people ask me all the time, and in that jar, I have these two blue lights. Under that, there's a blue jar, and in there, I have pictures of me when I was younger. And months ago, people were asking me, "Oh, what did you look like when you were younger?" And I would show only a couple times I showed the pictures, and I'm like, why am I doing this? This is stupid. This is stupid because that's not who I am now, and it just doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense at all. So, like comparing like then and now, and how we are now is it it's an interesting thing because even at my age, and I'm around 60 years old, did that scare some of you away? Maybe. Boo, boo, good. Oh, yep, yep, it did. it, al- it always does. You know, poof, that's okay. That's all right. That's all right. It's okay. But the thing is that no matter what age you are, you still like here in the old thinker, you're like 25 or something. I mean, you don't change that much. I mean, yeah, you gain, if you're lucky, you gain a bunch of knowledge, right? You gain a bunch of knowledge throughout life and experiences and this wisdom and all that stuff. And then so when you get to be my age, you can sort of sit quietly and go, yeah, yeah, I'm not that worried about this. I'm not that worried about that because you have all this wisdom and knowledge. But I still it's hot in here. I still feel like I am yeah, I realize what I just did there. Sorry, peeps. You just got like a not on purpose, but I just stood because I was hot and needed to like it's hot in here and I got a fan. Trying to think about what I was saying there. I love you too, Sergio. Mr. Green, you're absolutely thank you. Pink Moon, California. MHMD. Thank you. I it's pink day. Tomorrow is oh, my neighbor is texting me that she's got cake if I want some. I might have to get out of here so I can go see my neighbor and get some cake. I will wait. I will be polite. Oops, sorry. I will be polite and not leave you yet for the cake that is being offered to me by my neighbor. But I am gonna go get some. Darn sure that. Um, oh no. Um, oh, now I'm confused. I have confused my own self about the color of the dresses. Today's pink, tomorrow's green. We've been through that. And I was talking about how when I was younger, yeah, I feel the same. I don't know. I I I don't feel that different. I feel smarter and wiser, and I feel s- stronger. I feel more confident. Not that I was not confident when I was younger, but I certainly have more. I think I think I have more. I have more now than I had when I was 25. And people would say, but you had youth then, you had the young years. And I'm like, yeah, but everyone has that. Everyone has that someplace. Go get it, baby. Cake? Uh, What what are you deleting, Tommy? You realize I can go back and look at whoopsie, what you deleted. What did you delete? Oh, okay. Gotcha. Okay. Gotcha. That's fine. People are just dumb, they will they will comment dumb things. That particular comment that you just deleted there, Tommy, is a really common one. I'm like, why do people go around just commenting that same thing over and over and over? Because I've had that thing commented so many times. I'm just like, I, yeah, yeah, yep. That definitely is. I think so. Yeah, I don't know. Heavy tech. Hi from England. Finland. I'm sorry, not England. Finland. That's the glasses. Blame it on the glasses. Hello, heavy tech. Hello, Finland. Welcome in. Yes, good to see you. Omar, hey, do you speak Spanish? I am from Mexico. Send me a greeting or say a few words in Spanish if you can. Hola, hola, me llamo Chacha. ¿Cómo estás? Yes, I know some, not a lot, not a lot. Um, I know people who speak Spanish, and so I can get translators if I need translators. I probably should have taken Spanish in high school, but no, didn't feed me. Beautiful, yub. MHMD, you're being goofy. You're being goofy. Yep. I know you know what? It's a weird Friday. We'll leave it at that. It's a weird, quiet Friday. And we're not going to make it too busy of a day, are we? Are we going to keep it quiet? Does anyone have something really exciting to tell me about their week. Really. Tell me something about your week. And then I will tell you something about your week. Or we could do two truths and a lie. How about that? I will tell you two truths and one lie, and you guys have to guess. Ooh, I like that one. And I will base some of it on stuff that I've talked about in previous chats, like live streams. So if you've been here before, you might have picked up on some of it and got, ooh, she told a story about that. So we know that was probably true. Two truths and one lie, right? So I'll tell you two truths and one lie. And you have to figure out which one, which is which. You guys want to play this game? You want to play the game or no? Put a one in the chat if you want to play the game. Tommy says, sure. Okie dokie. So Tommy's in. Anyone else? Put a one in the chat. Is anyone even awake? I don't know if there's even enough people in the chat to do this. We got a thumbs up from someone. Okay. All right. All right. All right. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Two truths and a lie. Okay. Let me think here. Okay. First thing. My father works in a prison. My I broke my arm while playing tennis in high school, and it's hard. I get seasick when I'm out on the ocean. Okay. So the first one is my father works in a prison. My second one is I broke my arm playing tennis in high school. And the third one is I get seasick on the ocean. So there would be two of those are true, and one of those is a lie. So which one is the lie? With all due respect, I'm telling you this, please don't lie to me. It's a game. It's a game. And I'm not lying. I'm not lying in general. It's a game. It's a little game. Come on now. The first one is you think, Tom, you think the first one is a lie. That my father works in a prison. Um, not correct. That's incorrect. Uh, I, in all honesty, I have two fathers, and the one that I hate actually volunteers working at a prison. He's a real bag of poopy, but yep, that's actually true. So that's not the one. That's not the one. So there's the other two. Oh, okay. Yeah, no, see, It's just a game. It's just we're just playing a game. It's not about me trying to get away with lies. It's it's about let's have some fun, right? Okay. Okay, so you're getting it, Omar. Okay, yeah, it's a game. MHMD 3. Uh, do you think number 3 and Tommy says 3 also, you think that's a lie? Well, if it is my favorite non-music YouTuber, Chacha, woo. Hi, Jason. We are just finishing a game of two truths and a lie. So let's see. We've got MHMD and Tommy both think number 3 was a lie. And that was that I get seasick on the ocean. That's actually true. I often feel terribly seasick when I'm out on the ocean. So the lie went undiagnosed as I broke my arm while playing tennis in high school. Nope, I did not break my arm while playing tennis in high school. I did play tennis in high school, but I never broke my arm in I never broke my arm in high school. Remember that for future rounds of two truths and a lie. But it was fun. I thought it was fun. Do you want to play another round of it? Or is that ridiculous? Or is that completely and absolutely ridiculous? It might be completely and absolutely ridiculous. Dang, I'm both wrong. You know, that's the thing about the game is that it's totally random, and I'm just making, I'm popping things off. That's why when I first thinking about it, I'm like, I have to really think about like, what's the truth? What's the lie? And is the lie a distant truth? I did play tennis and I may have broken my arm at some point in my life, but the two do not coincide. Mm, mm, yeah. Penny egg. Pop one of them monsters out. No, Benny. Uh, eh. No, no. Jason Stillwell, do you broke your arm playing softball in college? I can see Chacha charging the mound when she got hit by a pitch. No, actually, do you want to know how Rajan and Chacha by now never get to take your dinner? Thank you, Rajan. I will. I'm gonna have dinner uh when I'm done here. Thank you. And I look forward to seeing you soon. It's good to see you, my friend. Take care. Um, Jason. Okay, do you guys want to know when I did break my arm? I did play tennis. I did not break my arm ever when I was playing tennis. You know when I broke my arm? This is like the dumbest thing in the whole wide world. And you can use this for future like versions of like two truths and a lie, right? I broke my arm when I was 5 years old, and I was on a teeter totter with my brother. Teeter. It's like a thing that swings back and forth as a kid, and you would swing, like this back and forth on it as children, a teeter totter like that, more like this, right? And we were in the backyard, and I, you know, he wanted to go really high and fast, and I was just 5 years old, and I went flying off of it and fell on my arm and broke my arm. I was 5 years old. So I broke my arm on a teeter totter when I was 5. So not when I was in high school playing tennis. So there's your story. Uh, Benny, yeah, stop it, Benny, stop it. Teeter totters were so all right, Tommy. I mean, we had so many. Actually even know what a teeter totter was, right? They don't even make those things anymore, I think, because they were so flippin' dangerous, right? They don't even make those. They aren't at playgrounds, and we had one in our own backyard. It was like sort of it was freestanding, it could move around the yard. It was just this like U-shaped thing with the handlebars on each end of it, and we could just, and the thing would move around the yard. And it was like it was out of control. My brother was older than I was and, heavier than I was, and I just flew off of it. And apparently, this is what I've been told. I was 5. I was 5 years old. I started kindergarten with a big, huge cast up to here because I broke my arm right in the wrist. And back then they put the big plaster uh, cast on your arm, right? So it was all around my hand, and my thumb was out, my fingers were out, and then it went all the way up to like here, and then you wear a sling around your neck. And so there I was, and that's how I started kindergarten, with a big sling around my neck and a big cast. But I'll say it was cool because people were able to, back in the old days when we had the plaster casts, they were able to use markers and pencils and pens to color and write their name. They would sign their name or color or decorate your cast. So there you go. Uh, need to be outlawed. I'm pretty sure they are outlawed now. That's why we don't see them anymore. That was probably in 1970. That's how old I am. Jason Stillwell. That's how old I am. Um, 70 or 71. Yeah, that would have been back then. Pot of gold, look who's looking lemons. Hey, pot of gold, my friend, how are you? We just got finished playing Two Truths and a Lie. And then I told the story about my lie. Can I see your photo from 20 years ago? No. Rantica, it's in that jar right there. And I've told people before, right in that blue jar, around under the lights. And I did it a long time ago. I did it 2 times. And then people keep asking, I'm like, why am I showing pictures from decades ago? That's just ridiculous. This is how I look. And I know that and it's only young people that ask to see a picture of when I'm younger because you know, I think people my age or around my age or nearby my age or within respect of my age are like, you know what? This is who she is. This is who she is. And this is who I am. And who I was 25 years ago is somewhat irrelevant. And I, you know, it doesn't matter what I looked like 25 years ago. If you're my children, I would show you. But quite honestly, um, why? Why do you want to see a picture of me when I was young? It's sad kids don't go out and play anymore. I used to go out and play in the morning and come home for dinner. Exactly. Just, we were chaotic kids, weren't we? And barefoot. Most of the time, I did not have shoes on. Some, sometimes I would have shoes on, but back in the 60s and the 70s, I don't remember so much from the 60s, but the 70s, I know I was barefoot a lot, you know. Glad to see as usual. Good to see you too, pot of gold, for sure. MEHD. I love tennis when I watch Chevy grab Martina Navratilova. Yes, she was awesome. Selena Williams. Oof. Do you remember Andre Agassi? Yeah, he too. In his temper, he would get so angry. Do you remember when what was in the 70s and they had the best women's player go against the oldest man's player, and I would have to look it up to remember it. And it was a big tournament. It was this huge thing about women's rights back in the 70s, and it was a tennis match. It'll hit me later, I'm sure. Did I meet Hendrix? No, I don't think a lot of people met Hendrix. I know who Hendrix is, and yes, um, but he passed away probably when I was very young. So I don't know if that's an attempt to be a dick there, Benny, but because you're so walking a fine line there. Is your apartment expensive? Um, well, it's a good question, Puttigle, and I will answer it honestly. Um, yes and no, and it's all relative. Um, for San Diego, it's not. It's not. It's on the low end of expensive. But I live in an old building and I have no amenities to speak of. Um, and but yes, it is considered expensive if you were to compare it to, because I live in California, if you were to compare it to almost every other state in the United States, California and New York, and I'm not sure about Florida, but I know California and New York are the two most expensive states to live in. So, yes, I would say yes, it's expensive compared to like Arkansas, right? But in San Diego, where I live, my particular apartment is not expensive because I live in an old building without no elevator, no dishwasher, nothing fancy. I don't have, there are places you can rent here that are easily twice as much or three times as much or two and a half times, a lot more. I'm just saying I am at the low end of the spectrum, and it's because this is what I can afford and I choose to afford, and I'm willing to live without the fancy apartment lifestyle. They do have a lot of new apartment buildings that they are building up in the last like 5 or 7 years, and they say it's to combat the affordability crisis. I'm like, yeah, you're building all these brand new places that cost twice as much. So now, yeah, we have a lot more housing, but these places are mostly sitting like almost like 3/4 empty. Or, I mean, I don't, if you can afford to rent, because I rent, um, if you can afford to pay like these rents for these fancy, fancy apartments that are essentially like living in like a Marriott hotel, like you've got beautiful elevators, you've got beautiful parking garages, um, you've got a movie room downstairs, you've got um, office rooms where you can have meetings. You've got, coffee and whatever in the morning, coffee and crumpets in the morning. I don't know. You've got all this. Oh, in the base of these, in the lobby of these apartment buildings, some of them have a Starbucks. What? In an apartment building? Yeah, it's like a hotel. These places are built like a hotels. And so, you know, uh, the expensive thing. So that's the answer to that was a long answer to is my apartment expensive? It's like yes and no. It's not, well, for the most part, no, it's not expensive for San Diego, but yes, it is expensive in the United States. There we go. Oh my God. Billie Jean King. Yes, yes, that's right. That's right. That's right. Billie Jean King and that was the woman and she won. Pretty sure she won. And and the guy. And the guy. I remember that. I remember Andre Agassi, Nick Noah, and Becker. Oh, Becker. Oof, oof. And right now um we have some great tennis players now. I can't remember that. McEnroe, yes, yes, McEnroe, pot of gold. Yep, yep. I love watching tennis. I have to watch them on my laptop because I don't have cable TV. And I don't, that's not a brag. It just, I don't want to pay for it. It's expensive. I guess he got alien head. I don't know what that means. Pot of gold. If they change the doorknobs and deem them luxury, the realm will go up tremendously. Yeah, I mean, it it doesn't take a lot for them to um raise the rent. It really, really doesn't. You know, they most places don't have like carpet anymore. So if you still live in a place that has carpet, you or the rent's going to be lower because all the newer places or the more expensive places will have this cheap, 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 horrible, cheap plank for flooring. It's terrible. But that goes to pot of gold's sort of like if they change the doorknobs, if they do one little thing and they make it fancy, it's like they think it's fancy. It's like I'm not gonna pay 500 more a month because you've put in, a different kind of countertop. I still have tiled countertops, but when I move out, they will put in some sort of stone countertop. And then they will think that this place is worth more. I don't know. And they will take out my flooring. They will put it's just, it is what it is. Uh, Heroic mechanic. Hi, how are you? Morning crumpet. Right, right. What was I? Yeah, the morning crumpets at the new apartment buildings. I think, that's the thing is that you're not living in an apartment building. It's like living, that's how they charge these enormous prices. It's kind of like living in a hotel. And that's what I mean. Because, if you've ever stayed in a decent hotel, when you go downstairs, they will have an area where you can get coffee. Well, some of the hotels you get coffee in your room, but these places, you go downstairs and you get a little mini breakfast, right? They'll have, maybe cereal and milk and waffles or whatever they got, eggs or I don't know, but that's what these places offer. They offer coffee, or they have a Starbucks in the base, or they have a concierge who can help get somebody to bring your car around for you. It's like, I don't need that. I need cheaper rent. I don't need somebody to bring my car around. I need cheaper rent. So that's why I live in like an older building because I cannot afford the new builds. I don't know. And I know one person who lived in a new build about 5 years ago. It was in the beginning of the lockdown. And she had moved here from Modesto. And she lived in San Diego for 1 year. And she lived in one of these new buildings. That's how I kind of got the insight on it. I was like, holy cow, this place. She was like, yeah, but it's really expensive. Oh, and so I saw the parking garage is beautiful, beautiful. All the elevator security and all the everything. And they would have mixers for people to meet and all this stuff. But I'm like, dang, she paid so much money. She lived there for 1 year and then she moved to Oklahoma. So there we go. Uh Billie Jean lost like Clarissa. Okay, that's kind of funny. I get that. My finger gets that. Heroic mechanic, you remember the cigar and the blue dress. The cigar and the blue dress. I remember, you mean Unalive. I remember wearing a blue dress and there being something about a cigar, but what am I, help me, heroic mechanic. What am I forgetting about the cigar? And I'm sure as soon as you say it, I will remember it. But because darn it, that sounds, that's, I know I need to be remembering this, and I'm not. Ben Shelton, Taylor Fritz, Tommy Paul, All Americans top 10 in rankings. Yes, yes, yes. David in France, all viewers need you. Well, that's nice. Thank you, David in France. Hello, mechanics, Clinton. Oh, oh, yes, yes, her mechanic. Ah, yes, okay. Yep, 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 yep. Oh, good grief. And that was in, I will say, they were in court talking about it in like August 1998. And that's my final answer on that. I'm hitting the button. August 1998, they were in court talking about it. The dress and the cigar. August. Yeah, I'm going to say August 1998. Look it up. Final answer. Yep, you totally, all I needed was a minute to jog the old thinker, and then it's all right. It's all right there. He's talking, oh yeah, I know what he's I know what he's talking about. That's why I said August. It was in court. They were going through the impeachment trials or something like that, but August of 1998. I remember it vividly for that time period. I don't know when the actual thing between Lewinsky and Clinton happened, but they were going through the trials in August of August or September of 1998. And for sure that's correct. Donnell. Hello, Cub. My Cub. Getting into the party stream. Oh, goodness, what are we talking about? Well, we were talking about the cost of apartments, and then most momently, we were. Do you ever go to any San Diego Padres? I do sometimes. I heard their stadium is amazing looking, but it is. It's very nice, but it's extremely expensive. We were talking most recently about um, Clinton and Lewinsky and the Lewinsky files or whatever. And I don't know if some of you younger people may not know who poor Monica Lewinsky. She was like 20 or 21 at the time. And so she's got to be like 50, 48, 50 years old now. And her name will forever be in history connected with the cigar and Bill Clinton and the dress that she kept, which is weird. Which is weird. If you were around, why did she keep the dress? Why did she not wash it? Why did she not get it cleaned? I don't, you know. David, hey. Oh, you had to work late. Well, I'm glad you're here, Chad White. Right, right there. Right. I mean, I don't know. The whole Monica Lewinsky thing was a thing. If you were around and adulting during the late 90s, then you knew about who Monica Lewinsky was and about the dress and about the cigar. And I will never think of, and the weird thing is that well, I don't even like to say it, but my father, not the bad father who works in a prison, because that was just the man who was a sperm donor, or I got a worse word for that a-hole. The man who raised me was a good man, different man from that. He used to smoke cigars. And so I grew up smelling cigars, and I loved the smell of cigars, and it was a good thing. And it had a positive impact on me, right? It had a positive, like, memory thing, memory foam in my brain. Um, but then the whole thing with Monica Lewinsky and Clinton, it was like, oh, why did you have to do that with cigars? I know, poor Monica. I know she has to live with that, Benny. She has to live with that for I mean, she's been living with that for 35 years or something. Maybe 30, maybe 28 or 29. A long time. She's been living with it a long time because her name I hope she changed her name. That's all I could say. She could keep her first name, but Monica Lewinsky, the name, I would have changed my name like immediately. It's a shame that her name is synonymous with Podigal. Yeah. Well, you spelled it wrong, but I know what you're saying. That's what goes to everyone's head, right? It's like, oh, wow, okay, and the cigar. Well, so we had the cigar and we had the oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Yeah. It was all those like, oh, 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 she Oh, she did. Yep, she did. And she didn't wash the dress. That's the part that always got me. I did not have sexual relations. Right, right, right. I did not have and the finger, it was always with the finger. I did not have sexual relations. It's, you're saying it's so weird. You're saying it's so weird. Uh, well, she certainly did something with you, sir. Oh, Jason, I met Bill Clinton about 25 years ago. You know what? I do not hold it against him. I would not hold anything of mine against him. But I digress. Um, I thought Bill Clinton was a very smart man, not in that case, but overall he was intellectual. Um, so I think it must have been interesting to meet him 25 years ago. That would have been in like the early 2000s, I'm guessing, right? Yeah, I'm guessing. It was a highlight of her life. Ooh, or the downfall, Benny. It might have been the downfall of her life. At least, I mean, I think initially it might have been a highlight, and then after a few years, and it kept following her because it was around 1998, and the internet started around that period of time, and things started growing, and then that's when you realize that if you do something on the internet, it never goes away. So I think it might have started as a high point, but then it probably dragged on like a sticky piece of chewing gum on the bottom of her shoe. Just saying. Um, do you think that her and I don't know. I don't really care. They clearly were doing stuff. So, I mean, I I don't that was so long ago. Men are notorious for, am I wrong? Am I wrong? Tell me I'm wrong. I'm not wrong. I'm not wrong. She's using her name to make money now. No, no, I don't think she is. Because I think she got married like 20 years ago and had kids and is just trying to go on with her life. But somebody should Google her. Hillary had to still be pissed. Probably, you know, know the best one. It all depends on what the definition of is. Yeah, I mean, he was splitting hairs with like, I didn't have sexual relations. It's like, yeah, but she, you're so, and then there was on the dress. So clearly something was going on there. So it's splitting hairs. Stuff went on, and yeah, but Hillary probably, oh, Camino, or Ed Camino, um, probably was pissed. But another thing, Ed Camino, is that I would bet you a buck this was not the first time that Bill left the barn and went roaming around the neighborhood. And I bet you it wasn't the last time. It might have been close to the last time because he got in such big trouble for it. But I bet it was not. I bet that they just had this agreement forever. They're gonna stick it out, going, damn it, forever, no matter how big of a jerk you are. I think they were both so cutthroat that they were not going to leave each other. They were both so determined to want to go to the top. And he wanted to stay with her, and she wanted to stay with him because she wanted to eventually run for president also. And she, after that, became Secretary of State. After the whole Lewinsky Clinton thing happened, Hillary became Secretary of State. So, yeah, there we go. Okay, sorry, I gotta catch up. Men are notorious for lying, cheats, like same as women. Yep, yep, yep. Donnie, 100%. I I do not disagree with you. Men and women. Mammy, do you know if the Clintons have a home in California? I don't know if they do. It's a good question. I think they live in like upstate New York, or I don't really know. I mean, they've been out of the political scene for over 10 years, so. And I think that Chelsea, their daughter, had kids. So, they're old and being grandparents now. They're done with politics, you know. They got called in on like the Epstein files to be questioned and stuff. And they showed up. So whatever. No more politics. Well, we could talk about Bill Clinton and Monica Lewinsky because that's not exactly politics. That was kind of amusing, actually. But there we go. Should have discarded the dress in a bush like Bundy. Oh, good God. Oh, God. Oh, or just, or Benny, or just washed it or sent it to the cleaners or something. But the creepy thing was that she saved the dress and didn't wash it. She knew it was not clean. Like there was on it, and she didn't clean the dress. She didn't wash it. She didn't clean it. She didn't anything. So that was the part to me that was like, why would you hold on to that unless you are thinking you need to use it to blackmail someone? I don't. And back then, in the late 90s, DNA was was not even perfected yet. It was still, it wasn't as good as it is now. So like how did she even think to just keep it? Was she just like worshiping it? It's so gross. It's so gross. Oh, should have discarded a bush like Bundy. Yeah, okay, Benny. Benny, you're in my generation because you're getting too many and producing too many of these little like tidbits that from the past. Okay, girl, gotta take a quick loo break. I will be right back. Okay. I'm back. Thank you for my little timeout. Did someone kidnap her? I just stepped out. Um, I took a little quick breaky to the loo. Come back and she's gone. She went to the loo, they say in England. Yes, thank you. 2800 muted. Yeah, no, I just muted it because I stepped out. It's a small apartment and I wanted to go to the loo and hence the muting because it is a small apartment. Do you really want to? I'm not going to ask that. I don't want to be heard. To use restroom real quick. Yep, I'm big. I'm big. I know. I know. Oh, good grief. Yes. Yes. Just the number one. Just the number one. Just a quick, because I've been on for almost well, I don't know. Yeah, almost 2 hours. So it's nature, people. It's nature. I know I'm getting old when I mentioned Jerry Ewing and the young man and woman. As he was Jerry Ewing. Dallas, baby, who killed you? Okay, and even I know that, Jason, and I I did not watch Dallas. I was in college, and a lot of the people that lived uh, in the well, first year it was in a dorm, and what they would do is because not everybody had a television back. This is the 80s. 80s televisions were this big. They were like as big as a boulder, right? So like one person might have one and they would bring it into the community lounge and set it up. And all the kids would sit around and watch like Dallas. I just wasn't into Dallas, so I didn't do that. But I just never watched Dallas. But I still know the saying, who killed JR, right? It was on the headlines of everything. Who killed JR? I didn't follow it. So to this day, I don't actually know who actually killed JR. Maybe one of you, maybe one of you, who did kill JR? I don't even know. That was like 40 years ago. I don't know who killed JR. Gosh, I missed it over now. Where were you, David? Where were you, my friend? It's okay. Some will say yes and some, and I will say no. No! I don't think you missed an hour. Should you have flipped? What? You might have missed it. Yeah, you might have missed an hour in the beginning. That's true. The weird thing, David, was like the first 10 or 15 minutes that I was here. Good to me. Thank you. Lonnie, baby. Ah, it's Friday, Pink. It's Friday, Pink. Thank you. Thank you, Lonnie, baby. Um, see, I lost my train of thought. So easily distracted. It's all that blonde. I guess. I do not know. The older I get, and I'm 45, the older I want my women. Why is that? 2800. The older you want your women, maybe because you're learning something about women. Is that possible? Um, you're learning about women, right? And women as they age, like good wine. they there's something about everyone. And I don't think it's just women, but I think, yeah, we all get better with age. I think not everyone. Interesting on YouTube, I've seen a lot of older, like, men in my age group, and it's weird because I don't know how much some of you guys remember the Little Rascals. Do you remember the Little Rascals? And there was the He-Man Woman Haters Club. They had the He-Man Woman Haters Club. And it's like, but this was back in the 1930s or something, right? He-Man, the He-Man Woman Haters Club. It's like, holy crap, you think about that now, and that would not fly at all with young people today. But I feel like, I don't know where I was going with that, but yeah. Yeah, I think oh, the men, the men in my age group, not entirely, but a lot of them that I've seen on YouTube have that sort of mentality of the He-Man Woman Haters Club. It's like, yeah, I don't want a woman. I don't like women. They're all a pain in the ass. It's I would rather be alone for the rest of my life. And I mean, this bitterness, this anger, this like, just, I hate women stuff. I'm not even going to say the word misogyny, but it's really people that have become, I guess they've gotten burned, or they think that they've been done wrong by women. And I'm not going to say the women don't do men wrong, because I'm sure there are plenty of women that have. And there are plenty of men that have done women wrong. So, it's both ways. It's both sides of the coin. But it's weird. I don't want to hear an older, a man of my age. I didn't have a Tube of You channel until a month ago, and I'm 10 years old already. I see David, you're picking things up very quickly. The Tubes of You, the Tubes of You. You can say YouTube. I just say weird things because I'm an odd Benny Eggs. My wife's 92. So am I. I'm 92. What a coincidence, Benny. No, I'm 82. No, I haven't done that joke in a long, long time. That was months ago, wasn't it, David? When there was the joking about that. But I gotta still say, David, and you're the one in here who will probably, whenever I still see a screen name that's Emily, I'm like, oh, I need your purse. I need your purse. Jason Silver. I look forward to getting old. I have been in pain. Sorry, I got hair in my face. Excuse me. Um, I've been in pain since I was 14, so I'm used to it. But I love the fact that you can start speaking unfiltered and the young people write it off as me being old. Huh. Wait a minute. I gotta understand what you're saying there, Jason. I look forward to getting old. I've been in pain since you're 14. I'm sorry to hear that. So I'm used to it. But I love the fact that you can start speaking unfiltered and the young people will write it off as you being old. Oh, when you speak unfiltered. Okay, I get it. When you speak unfiltered, younger people write it off as being old. It is, there is a liberation. There is a liberation in, in being older because people are just like, because they don't care. Because we kind of, I know that maybe 10 years ago, I started feeling irrelevant. Irrelevant, like I wasn't seen, like I was invisible. I'd go into the shop or the market or anywhere, and I just felt completely like irrelevant. You get to an age, and I just felt like I was freaking irrelevant, and I was like, oh damn, that sucks because when I was younger, all the pictures in the jar, I did get a lot of attention. But then I got to a certain age and I don't even know when exactly it happened. Happened in my late 40s, probably around 50, when it just started being this thing in life. And it was so weird. It was so weird. But then, interestingly, um, as I've gotten a little bit older, um, I don't necessarily get more like attention, but I don't allow myself to be unseen, like as irrelevant. And maybe that's why I'm on here, right? Uh Farhat. Hello, hello. I called that earning your stripes. Oh, earning your stripes, really? At my age? What the you think 2800 earning your stripes? I think that should automatically come with age, though, right? So maybe that is earning the stripes. Is that what you're saying? Maybe that's what you're saying. It naturally comes as you age. If you take on the thinker power and you become the adult that you're meant to be, right? And earning your stripes. Okay, fair. Okay, I have to think about that for a minute, 2800. But I get what I'm picking up what you're throwing down, my friend. Picking up what you're throwing down. Smell what you're cooking. I like it. Fernat, yeah, I see you. Hello, hello. I see you. I see you. Yes, I do. Fernat, hello, hello. What am I doing this weekend? Interesting. Good question, David. Thank you for sort of changing the conversation because I don't know where I was going with that. This weekend, I'm not sure yet. That's a really, really good question because most weekends I know exactly what I'm doing. Oh, I have two things that I need to get done. So maybe because I'm not going away or have firm plans, maybe these two things that have been hanging over my head for several months, maybe I will. Okay, here, I'm going to hold myself accountable. I need pen or pencil or something. All right, I'm going to write them down. And all right, wrote some stuff down. And hopefully, hopefully that will be, and you can check with me on like Sunday or Monday and be like, well, you wrote some things down. Did you get them done? And I'll probably be like, I'll either be like shameful, be like, no, no, I got nothing done. I was I was couch rotting and just resting for the weekend. which in itself would be very nice because sometimes you just got to do that, right? But, um, oh, and also another thing I got to do is figure out um, some of this, right? That's actually I gotta write that on my list too. Yep, yep. So there we go. So now I have two solid things. There were the two over hanging over my head, right? And I have two things on the list that are like real things that I really need to deal with. Um, if they don't get done, eventually they'll get done. But if I could get them done this weekend, that would be a huge bonus for me to like be able to like scratch those off my list and be like, oh, thank goodness. And that doesn't even include all there's so much more junk I need to do. My list is short. Go to work. Are you working this weekend, David? Oh no, I'm sorry to hear that. Uh, are you working both days or all days or just as much as you need to? I guess it's just kind of that way, right? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. So what else? So what else? What else? What? We got sidetracked. Oops, sorry. We're we are we are plugged in. I'm an unplugged because we are 80% charged. And I think that's enough. And I keep pulling on the cord. And that's making the thing go boinga da boinga da boinga da boinga da boinga da boinga da boinga. We have to get some donations for your page going, Cha-Cha. That's what I see more and more from live streaming. You think? Um, well, I suppose. Okay. I could write that down on the more list, right? Okay. I suppose. I don't know. I don't know if people want to do that or not. But I know people ask, ask for donations and stuff. Furhat, I see you. I see you. Hello. Hello, my friend. I do. I see you. More videos with you in them. Yeah, okay. Here, David. One of the things on my list is some things that I have been thinking about for the last week, maybe 2 weeks, is that I need to change some things about my channel. Um, and so not sure how you would do that exactly. What you're saying, my videos with me and them, I'm not sure I would do that exactly. I don't know what to do with the shorts because the shorts at the moment are so absolutely defined as nature with the rock and roll on them. Boom, boom, boom. But those are getting less and less traction. So that's okay. But I can make longer videos that are the longer videos, not very many people watch, and I only post them maybe one a week or every other week or something. I don't post those very often. No, I can make those. I can do the long form videos like me, like me talking, or I thought about doing one which would be really weird and basic, but me putting on like 10 different dresses and like walking up and walking back 10 dresses, 10 dresses, 10 dresses. And that might be popular, I don't know. But I do better with the live streams than like the short videos have always been popular, but they are so extremely different than this that my channel isn't balancing correctly. And what I need to do is make my channel balance correctly, which means they keep it all the same. And I can't have nature videos along, like all these nature videos. And then there's this chick just sitting there talking to the screen, which doesn't make any sense, right? They don't balance. So that's what I'm thinking I need to change. And the way I may start changing it is by making long videos that are me. And then eventually my short videos, I will start incorporating me into them. And because that seems to be, people prefer to see somebody's face than just a bunch of trees. I guess. I'm not even sure. Couldn't tell you for realsies. But so that's just what I'm kind of thinking about, right? Kind of thinking I got to make some changes. And so I may try experimenting with it. I don't know what's going to work. So there will be some experimenting. So there we go. 2800. I love you because you're so down to earth. You're so mellow. Oh, thank you. Thank you, 2800. I take that as a really nice compliment. Uh, I enjoy your car trip videos. Okay. Well, that's good to know, David. That's good to know. And so what I can do is I can mix the nature and like the car trips with me, like my face talking, because I think then people would recognize that it's me and not just a picture of uh, looking out the window or a trees or a lake or something. You know what I'm saying? Um, Roger, salutations. Salutations, my friend. How are you? Good to have you here. Prodigal, show us your dance moves. You mean now or in the videos? I could do that. See, I could make shorts of me dancing. See, I am open-minded to all kinds of ideas, and I'm not sure, Pot of Gold, whether you're talking about like right now. I'm not gonna do any dance moves right now, but I could make a video. I could make some video. I don't need to shock people. I don't want to freak people out. But yeah, I could add that in. Sure, why not? Why not? Do what you like and love. Thank you, 2800. I agree. I kind of agree. And so what the thing is that my shorts that I've been loving doing, which is just nature, but I realized that in reality, the channel, my shorts and my live streams need to be somewhat the same. So I was doing completely different things. And what I need to do is kind of combine them in a way. So, and I still will because I love talking to you guys. I love talking to you guys. I do. I love it. That's why I sit here and do it almost every day. So I I do love doing it. So and and I love the nature stuff and I like the car rides like David was mentioning and the car trips I do and traveling around doing stuff. And I am trying to figure out in my little Mindy mind how to sort of combine them so it will mesh in a way that makes sense to people watching, right? So they won't be confused like, why am I sometimes looking at this lady like talking to the screen? And then sometimes it's just this lake with rock and roll. I think that what I need to do is start to learn how to mix them together, right? Right? And 2,800, um, I would like that because it would be still what I love to do on both levels, but it would make more sense to other people that are watching, right? Because I'm sure there are people who might see this who are like, she does shorts that are all nature. I have no idea. I haven't seen those. It's like, yeah, exactly. Exactly. You wouldn't know that it was me because when you look at my live stream, you're looking at me. So I need to mix me with that. It's like peanut butter and jelly, put them together, and you got the sandwich of a century. You have some when you're driving in the rain. Hmm, probably. Yeah, you're a hidden breakdancer. Nope, I'm actually not. But you never know. You never know. I'm not breakdancer. No, but I could try. But no, but no. If. Do you do any arts and crafts? Cha-cha. Donnie, mm, not really. I am unfortunately not very gifted in that way. My mother is like an artist through and through. It breaks her heart that I am not artistic. Okay, arts, crafts, no, not really. In the arts, the only thing I could claim that I do is that I write, and I can write fairly well, but not everybody considers that art. But arts and crafts, not really in that zone. No, no. Roger, you're generally really happy person. I am. I'm I think I'm pretty positive. My brother thinks I'm a cynic because I'm a realist. I'm a realist also. So he sometimes will say, "Well, you're a half glass empty or whatever it is person," and I'm like, "I'm just a realist." But I think I think for the most part, I'm a positive forward moving person. Thank you, Roger. Yes. Don't let anyone dull your shine. No way, baby. Nobody be dulling my shine. Are you good with numbers? Mm, sometimes, I mean, I'm a good business person. I'm good with certain numbers. There are certain things I can absolutely do quickly in my head, but that's a broad question. Am I good with numbers? So that's my weird answer. 2,800. Donnie, do you have anything that you have written, published? No. My mother has, though. My mother has like 15 books published. How about that? Yes, she has. And she's 92. She started when she was over 50, and she's published, I think, close to 15, and compilations of the books that she's published. So, videography is an art, miss. Ah, this is, I, I appreciate that. Thank you, Roger. I look at this as it could be an art, I suppose. Yes. I look at as a form of communication, but Art, sure, yes, also communication and art put together, right? I guess like accounting. Yeah, no, accounting, I'm probably I'm probably no good at accounting. Um, yeah, I'm not one for those kinds of details. Anyways, anyways, guys. Okay, I cut my own hair one time. I hated the way my hair looked, and I said to me, I want a reef. That's funny, David. I cut my own hair too. That's why I have a middle-aged woman's mullet. It's crazy. I am going to say goodnight because it's getting late here and on my clock, and I need to get some dinner. And I love seeing you guys. Thank you to David and Donnell and Joe and Joel and who else was here as a moderator? I'm not even sure, but thank you to all my moderators and all my people for hanging out and enjoying Friday. I most likely will be back here tomorrow. And tomorrow I was asked to wear a green dress. So can I judge it? Donnie, thank you. Thank you, Donnell. We'll see you soon. I love you guys. Love ya.